Anya was a dreamer. She believed in true love and happy endings. From a young age, she devoured fairy tales, her heart yearning for a love as deep as the ocean. But life, as it often does, had other plans. She experienced heartbreak. The first cut was the deepest. He was her high school sweetheart, her first love. He promised her forever, but left her with nothing but a broken heart and tear-stained promises. Years passed, and Anya faced more disappointments. Each failed relationship chipped away at her dreams. Doubt crept in, whispering that maybe she was meant to be alone. But even with a heart nursing old wounds, a flicker of hope remained. Anya refused to let go of her dreams completely. She knew somewhere out there was a love that wouldn't fade. Anya decided to focus on herself. She poured her energy into her career. She worked hard, climbing the corporate ladder with unwavering determination. Her sharp mind and dedication didn't go unnoticed. Success came knocking. She found joy in her accomplishments, a different kind of fulfillment. Then came Ethan. He was charming, successful, and everything she thought she wanted. They met at a charity gala, their worlds colliding under a sky full of stars. He swept her off her feet, his words smooth as honey. Anya, guarded but hopeful, found herself falling for him. He promised her the world, and for a while, she believed him. They married a year later. The wedding was a fairy tale, just like Anya had always dreamed of. She was the happiest she'd ever been, her heart overflowing with love for her husband. Ethan was attentive and affectionate. He showered her with gifts, each one more extravagant than the last. Life seemed perfect, a tapestry woven with threads of love and luxury. But slowly, almost imperceptibly, things began to change. Ethan became distant. He was gone for days, his excuses flimsy and unconvincing. A seed of doubt, tiny at first, began to grow in Anya's heart. Her once unwavering trust in her husband wavered. She noticed discrepancies in his stories, inconsistencies that couldn't be ignored. What she discovered would shatter her world into a million pieces. Ethan's carefully constructed facade crumbled. He wasn't the man she thought he was. His charm was a weapon, his success built on a foundation of lies and deceit. His business dealings were shady, his empire built on the backs of those he'd exploited. Anya was horrified, her stomach churning with each new discovery. The man she loved was a stranger, a wolf in sheep's clothing. She confronted him, her voice trembling with a mixture of anger and betrayal. He didn't deny it. In fact, he seemed to relish in her pain. Her fairy tale had become a nightmare. Ethan's true nature was revealed. He was controlling and manipulative. He threatened her, using her love for him as a weapon. Anya was trapped, her life entangled with a monster. Fear threatened to consume Anya, but deep down, beneath the pain and betrayal, a fire ignited. She wouldn't let him break her. She wouldn't be another victim. She would fight back. A plan began to form in her mind, fueled by a thirst for justice and a desire to reclaim her life. Anya needed evidence, proof of his crimes. It was a dangerous game she was playing, but she was determined. She gathered information, meticulously documenting his every move. She reached out for help. There were people he'd wronged, people who'd suffered because of his greed. Anya found allies in the shadows, united in their desire to see Ethan fall. Section 6. A Brother's Redemption. In the midst of her fight, Anya found an unexpected ally. Ethan's younger brother, Liam. Liam was the antithesis of his brother, kind and compassionate. He had long suspected Ethan's wrongdoings, but had been kept in the dark. Learning about Anya's ordeal filled Liam with a mixture of anger and shame. He pledged his support, vowing to help her bring Ethan down. Liam provided crucial information, access to Ethan's inner circle. He was instrumental in exposing his brother's web of lies. Together, they worked tirelessly, their bond strengthening with each passing day. Anya saw the good in Liam, the compassion that resided in his heart. He was a beacon of light in her darkest hour, a reminder that not all hope was lost. Section 7. Justice finds its day. The day of reckoning arrived. Anya, armed with irrefutable evidence, exposed Ethan and his empire of lies to the world. The authorities moved swiftly, their investigation culminating in a dramatic arrest. Ethan's world came crashing down, his carefully constructed facade crumbling into dust. The newspapers were filled with his crimes, his name forever tarnished by his greed and deceit. Anya watched from afar, a sense of satisfaction washing over her. It wasn't about revenge, it was about justice. It was about reclaiming her life and exposing a monster for the world to see. The legal battle was long and arduous, but justice prevailed. Ethan was found guilty and sentenced to a lengthy prison term. The world finally knew the truth. Section 8. Love found in unexpected places. With Ethan gone, Anya began to rebuild her life. She focused on healing, on finding peace after the storm. She found solace in her work, in the company of true friends who had stood by her side. And somewhere along the way, her friendship with Liam deepened. He was her rock, a constant source of support and encouragement. He helped her pick up the pieces of her shattered heart, reminding her of the beauty that still existed in the world. Anya saw in Liam a kindred spirit, a man who shared her values and her dreams. Their connection was undeniable, a slow burn that blossomed into a love neither of them had anticipated. Their love was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can bloom in the most unexpected of places. Section 9. A triumphant return to love. Years later, Anya stood before a crowd of loved ones, her heart overflowing with joy. She was getting married. But this time, it was different. This time, it was real. Liam stood beside her, his eyes filled with love and adoration. He was everything Ethan wasn't: kind, compassionate, and true. He was her safe harbor, her forever love. The ceremony was simple, yet beautiful, a celebration of their love and resilience. As Anya said "I do," she couldn't help but think of how far she'd come. She had faced heartbreak and betrayal, had stared into the abyss and emerged stronger than ever. Anya's journey was a testament to the power of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, love and hope can triumph.